because it's telling me it's going to be 13 minutes and 46 seconds, which I'm a little bit dubious about. Today we're working in the shadow of the distinctive Dunstanburgh Castle ruins on the Northumberland coast, in the old fishing village of Craster. Leaving my usual ICM style behind for a while, I've brought my tripod out of retirement for some long exposure photography. Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. I am in the lovely little village of Craster, and today I'm rolling back the years, not only because I used to work here, put in a good 7-year shift behind the bar of the Jolly Fisherman, serving lots and lots of lovely tourists. So if you were ever here in the late 90s, early 2000s, had a lunch in the Jolly Fisherman, chances are I would have served you. But not only am I here reliving my youth, I am also here to shoot some long exposures, which is also something I haven't done for a long time. I saw a video recently where the big title was a 15-stop long exposure. Well, today I'm going to do a 16-stop long exposure. It's basically an image that I've shot many moons ago. One of my all-time favourites from back in the heady days of 2013, I think it would have been. So I'm here to reshoot it, but at 16 stops, just to see what we get. Something a little bit different for me and something a little bit different for the channel, which isn't the usual ICM gubbins. So I've got the tripod set up here, just down here, for the shot of it's basically a concrete footing for quarry bins. Basically the stone came out of the quarry here at Craster, winched down or train lined down, hauled into huge tall bins that were on top of this concrete structure, and then they were loaded straight into the boats and off to wherever they were building, using the stuff for building material, probably far and wide throughout this world, because it used to be a very busy port back in the day. So that's basically what we're here for. So I'm going to just take a few snaps to make sure the composition's right, work out my numbers, my exposure time, press the shutter and basically wait a long time. Right, so what I've done, I've just taken an exposure measurement at f10. I now have my 10 stop put on. Basically what we're doing today, I haven't got a 16 stop filter. What I have got though is a 10 stop and a 6 stop. Basically going to add them together. It's not going to make much difference. This is going to be more of a colour cast, but that's easily solved in Lightroom, and my desire today is actually to turn it black and white anyway, so colour is not going to be an issue. On the top here I've got the cheap remote control on, which when I used to use it, it used to be a little bit dodgy. I think the connections have been out in the sea air too much, so I'm hoping it's going to behave itself. I have put fresh batteries in, so hopefully they're going to be okay and do the job. If not, I might well be pressing the button for about 10 minutes. That's not going to be pleasant at all. Now the 6 stop. Now if I can work the phone app out for working out these exposure times, I will plug in my reading, which was 1/25th of a second at f10, ISO 100 obviously. I'm going to put that information in, and hopefully it should give me the correct exposure that I need to use or to time myself with to get a proper balanced exposure. So we'll see if I can work that out. If not, we'll just have to guesstimate, I think. Right, I've just checked the app, I don't believe it. So basically, I'm not going to shoot at f10. I am going to shoot at f5.6 because it's telling me it's going to be 13 minutes and 46 seconds, which I'm a little bit dubious about. I think in these lighting conditions, which isn't the brightest, I must admit, it is winter. The light is low. It's, you know, mid-afternoon. It's 2:30. There's a bit of cloud around, so conditions aren't going to be the brightest. But I don't think it's going to be 13 minutes. If it is, my sensor is going to be extremely, extremely warm. But we might just trust it and see what happens. One thing I did do, I did expose for the concrete, so maybe I shouldn't need to take another reading on a lighter part of the scene, and not on the not exactly right on the dark concrete. So lighting conditions are kind of changing as well. Cloud going around, so it is a bit in and out, but we'll see. So that's what I'm thinking about now. If it is 13 minutes, I really hope the radio control shutter works. Otherwise I'm going to be pretty screwed, and it might have to revert to a 10 stop. Right, I took an experimental shot at 30 seconds at f5.6, and it was completely black, so I may well have to trust this 13-minute exposure. So that's what we're going to go for. Got the remote control, and I think we're just going to get it once I get my phone again, wherever I've put that, and then we can time things correctly. Alright, I've just pressed it, so it's 13 minutes we're going to have to wait now. I will not bore you with those 13 minutes. Just a reminder, it's shot on bulb mode. It's an old Nikon D700, so these things aren't automatic. Bulb mode, cheapo remote control, shutter, exposed on the concrete. There's a little bit of casting light coming onto the concrete harbour now, which is nice. Hopefully the camera will pick that up. So f5.6, 13 minutes, and ISO 100. So yeah, now the waiting. Well, I made the shot. One problem was that the phone stopped the countdown timer halfway through, so I kind of guesstimate how far through the exposure I was, basically judging on how long that time lapse was running. Once that time lapse was finished, I ended the exposure. But looking on the back of the camera, it looked pretty decent. Foreground was maybe a little bit dark, but fingers crossed that'll come back with a bit of processing. But quite happy. Pressed the shutter once, which is a big change for me. Generally I'll press the shutter about 1,000 times in the first hour. So yeah, nice change. Just dealing one shot. Of course, for all it's a very quiet village, there's plenty of folk going around. Very popular place. So I'm always a bit self-conscious vlogging these type of things in these conditions, especially when two folk that you've known for years come along and start doing work at the end of the harbour. So you kind of get out of there pretty quickly because you feel like a knob talking to a camera. So there you go. That's basically, it's really all I'm going to do today. But I'll show you the finished exposure, and I'll show you the finished edit as well to end the video. So yeah, that's been a nice little change. It's my first time out of the house with a camera since Christmas, so it's nice to be out again, even if it is a little bit cold and I'm not doing my usual thing. But good to be out, and good to be back out making videos as well. Hopefully going to make a lot more videos this year, so you may see some more of this type of random stuff rather than pure ICM and pure abstract stuff. Maybe it's going to change it up a bit. You never know. Irregular photography might be a little bit more popular on YouTube, but we'll see. But yeah, but if you've enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next one, keep hard. See ya.